Hey y'all! We are going to be doing a Loud Babbs live tonight. I'm very, very excited to show these off. This is a super duper sneak peek. Everything in this bag comes out on Friday on Loud's website. I haven't seen any of these. I don't think anyone has seen any of these, so I'm very, very excited to show them off. Hello, Maria. Welcome in. Let me send this to the broadcasting group really quick. I'm not always the best about remembering to do that. I post in there the day of that I'll be doing a live, but I'm not always great about remembering to actually post that we are live. So very excited. Hello, Melissa. Y'all, I'm still dealing with this glare, and I thought it was my chair. It's not going away. I don't know where it's coming from. I thought it was because I didn't have my normal chair last night, but she's back. She's purple, but she's back. And I'm still having this weird... Okay, it's not from this ring light. It's gotta be from across the room. I don't know, y'all. It's driving me insane. I'll have to figure it out. Hello, Jen. Hello, Sakura Nail Swatches. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Catnips Severdeen. First of all, thank you for the follow. Second of all, I saw your handle earlier and it made me chuckle so much. I actually just started rewatching the Hunger Games series today. I usually watch Hallmark when I swatch, and I'm currently out of Hallmark movies, so I'm kind of like feeling nostalgic. I'm going to do the Hunger Games. I think I'm going to do the Twilight series. And then I'm not sure where I'm going to go from there. But like, I saw your handle and it already made me chuckle. And then like the fact that I started watching it today, it seems like fate. It was great. So awesome. Welcome in. I'm very, very excited. As I said in the beginning, I do have a package or a baggie here from Loud Babbs, because if you don't know, hello Laura, if you don't know, I live about 30-ish minutes from Cassie, the owner and maker of Loud Babbs. So I literally met up with her at a 7 Brew on Monday. God, is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday. So Monday evening I went up at 7 Brew. We grabbed a coffee and she handed it to me through our car windows, and we chatted for a hot minute, and then, now I have this to show off, so I'm very excited. Let's see, Catnips, which is, it's Amber, right? Yes, Amber, okay. I try really hard to know y'all's government names at the same time. I mean, I can call you whatever you want me to call you, but I try to remember all the things. The ADD doesn't always let me remember that, but hi, Nail Polish Show 3 2023, sure. Do we have a government name? Stein, welcome, or Stein, let me know. Hunger Games or Twilight are my go-to comfort movies. Yes, I have a few things. Honestly, I'm a Gilmore Girls girl. That's my comfort show. I also really enjoy the show Heartland, so I tend to rewatch those a few times. And lately I just was like, I actually finished Gilmore Girls about maybe 6 weeks ago, and I was like, I don't really want to restart it right now, and I'm currently watching the newest season of Heartland, so like, I don't want to be doing the old and the new. And anyway, so yes, I started Hunger Games today. I'll watch Twilight, and then if anybody has any suggestions on like some old nostalgic kind of, I'm hoping for more like series, so like I can turn it on and go through a couple of them rather than having to like constantly change out or choose something to watch too. But leave me your suggestions. So, okay, back to this. I'm very excited. Everything I'm going to show you launches Friday. I'm not sure what time Loud's launch typically is, but I know Friday, the 16th, we have a new collection. It's a 6-piece collection called The Night Remembers. And if y'all are following them here or over in the Loud Babbs group or even their emails, you've been getting sneak peeks for this collection. So I'm excited to show it. I'm excited to see it. I've heard about it. Cassie's told me a little bit about it, but I've not seen anything. So very excited. And we also have a Valentines Duo in here as well. So excited to show all that off. These were given to me by Cassie of Loud Babbs. Y'all, I'm horrible about that. Loud Babbs. One day it's going to stick. And I never do that when I'm not on camera. But from Loud Babbs to show off to y'all. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get into this package. I have an info sheet. She emailed me the information. Hello, Frida. So I have that printed off. We're going to put that to the side. And we're just going to grab things out. I'm going to start with her extra paperwork, flyers, what have you, because she always makes them so cute. So the 6-piece collection is called The Night Remembers. It is not horoscope. What are these things called? Star signs. Anyways, they're based off of those. It says, forgotten myths linger in the dark ether. Watch them shift in the light. And then, of course, it has the same, you have the constellations. That's what it's based off of. But you have the constellations on the back, and they're actually like shaped and labeled too. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Amber. Y'all, it just didn't click. My brain doesn't function properly. But super, super cute. I'm excited. So all of the 6 polishes are based off of 6 constellations in here. We also have a special sticker. We are a matte finish, but it is hollow, and then you have the constellations there in the loud. This will come with the purchase of the full 6-piece collection, or you can buy the sticker on its own for $3. It's very cute. I'm excited to put that on my car. I actually haven't put a loud sticker on my car yet, and this might be the one that goes on there. Also, y'all, I don't really put a lot of stickers on my car. But I really like the vibe of this one. So, and the fact that she's a St. Louis local, having that on my car seems like the right thing to do. And then we also have a sticker that goes with the Valentines Duo, which is called Mine Always. And it is a super cute candy heart. Yeah, again, we're that matte, very durable feeling sticker. Y'all know if you're ever bought a sticker from Loud before, you know that her stickers are nice, high quality stickers. So this one also will come with the purchase of the Duo, or you can buy it on its own for $13. It has the Mine Always, and then it says Stay Loud down here. The side says Loud Babbs Candy Company, made with love in St. Louis. Very, very cute. This is adorable. What do the hearts say? Babbs, Swains, and Everything, which those are the names of the polishes. You have Swains and Everything. I'll explain that as we go. Cassie's here. Yay, you're fine. We're just we're just getting into the opening. So far we've shown off the stickers and we've shown off the insert. So you haven't missed anything yet. Amber says, amazing vinyl quality stickers. Yes, they are really nice, y'all. These feel really nice. They are very durable. I have personally seen them on Cassie's car, and know that they hold up really well. Like I said, I do think this one is going to be put on my car. It's super fun. And I like just feeling that I know she's gonna do good out there. So Cassie says, I was making dinner and kids be so fun. That's all right. No worries. No worries. Okay. We're going to pull out polishes, y'all. There is no rhyme or reason how I pull these out. We just pull them out, and then we will go through the order that I have the information just to make it easier on my ADD brain. But first up, we have, oh boy, hold on. She provided me with phonetic spelling. Thank you, Cassie, because I cannot pronounce anything. So first one we have is Corvus, and this is a magnetic. So on magnetized, we have a beautiful, like deepened blackened base. We've got a multi-chrome shift. I see some flakies in here. Again, if you're new to one of my lives, we do an unboxing where I kind of self-describe, and then we go through official descriptions when we flip the camera around and get into swatching. Hello, Karina. Cassie says, I do need to replace the one that's been there the last 3 years or so. Missouri winters and car washes are rough. But 3 years, y'all, for a sticker? A sticker. Not even like, you know, like a $3 sticker. We didn't go out and buy a car decal. Like, hi, polish and paper. Welcome, welcome. Laura says, I can't wait to see these. I am excited. Cassie was telling me all about them, and I am so excited to see them too. So, all right. First, let's show this baby magnetite. Oh, darn mixing balls. Every time. The balls always get me. Every time. Okay, so we keep that kind of black base, and then we go to like a purple blue shifty magnet there. Gorgeous. I hope it's coming up. You know what? Let me put the flash on it just to see if we can get... Ooh, look at that, y'all. If this isn't a galaxy in a bottle, look at that purple blue shift. Absolutely beautiful. I'm excited to see that velvet too. Next up, we have phonetic spellings. Thank you, Cassie. Amber says it looks like a nebula. Yes, it does. It totally looks like a galaxy in a bottle. Next is Cetus, which is another magnetic. So it's very similar as far as the purple blue shifty, but this one has all the flakies and sparklies. This one seems like a purple blue teal multi-chrome. And then when we magnetize it, whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, there we go. Ooh, you really get that aqua greeny color in the magnet. Again, I'm going to stick the flash on it just because that front camera does no justice to these. Very pretty. This one's very celestial. It has that just gorgeous glow to it. Beautiful. Also, I don't know why I thought there was only one magnetic in this. So I gotta grab way more magnetic sticks out. But we'll get there. We'll get there. That's fine. This is phonetic spelling Iridinus, I think. And she is a beautiful blue. There is tons of hollow packed in here. And then we kind of have this purple blue shift. I think you can see it at the edges. Cassie says the pigment isn't described as having a purple shift, but I thought I noticed that too. You'll need 4. Okay, we have 4 magnetics. Then, or wait, do we have 4 magnetics? Do we have 2? I do 2 sticks per magnet, so maybe I need 8. We'll have plenty of stuff. I have plenty of sticks. I just have to grab more out of the box, just down to my left. All right, here it is with the flash because it definitely has hollow in it. Melissa P says, beautiful, Cassie. Yes, these are stunning. Very sparkly. Next up, then 8, yes. Okay, so that means we have 4 magnetics in this collection, y'all. Next is Lyra. I'm going with Lyra. I don't know. Could be Lyra. This is a beautiful purple linear hollow. It's a purple with a little bit of a pink tone to it. I want to call it mauve-y almost. Here it is with flash. Cassie says that one and Lyra are reflective glitters. Okay, so we also have reflective sparkles in here, y'all. And there was reflective in the last one I did that I've already forgotten the name. Iridinus. Probably said it wrong. Super pretty. Look at that flame from the linear hollow. Beautiful. Amber says dazzling. Yes, yes it is. Next, ooh, we have green. Y'all know I love green. We have Medusa. I don't need a phonetic spelling for that one. Look at that gorgeous green. It looks like we have almost a green to gold shift, maybe a little blue in there at the very edge. And then we are also a magnetic, so saw the mix and ball get involved there. Yes, if that isn't snake-like. Ooh, do we have flakies in there too? I think there's some flakings they were hiding behind the magnetic pigment. Again, I'm going to grab the flash so you can see that a little bit better. Ooh, she is gorgeous. Very, very Medusa-esque. I can see the inspo instantly on this one. Laura sent starry eyes. Also, does anyone else have their AirPods or whatever you use read your text messages to you? Like when I'm walking, I will have my earbuds in and it will read what's coming through. Sometimes it's like an Instagram comment. Sometimes it's a text message and it reads emojis. So like there's a like laughy cry emoji, but he's like tilted. Apparently that is rolling on the floor laughing. Like it literally would be like, your sister sent da-da-da-da-da and a rolling on the floor laughing emoji. And I was like, wait, what? And I had to open my phone and that's apparently supposed to be the rolling on the floor laughing. I guess he's tilted, so maybe that makes sense, but I've never had it like specify. Sometimes I'll get like sent a heart emoji or heart eyes, but yeah, that one cracked me up. Cassie said, I was calling it Iridinus till I looked it up for you and realized it was more like Iridinus. Yes, 2 flakes. Okay, so there are flakies in Medusa and it is Iridinus. Sure, probably. See, Jen, that's the one. That is the rolling on the floor laughing emoji, apparently. Apparently that's that one. And then, okay, hold on. We'll go and do the duo last. That's also the duo. What are you? Okay, this is the last one from the Night Remembers collection. This is, oh boy, Velpecula. Thank you, Cassie, for phonetic spellings. I would have never said that correctly. All right. Velpecula. This is a really pretty silver, warm-toned, almost taupey base. And then it has, I think you can see, yes, there you go, the red kind of shimmer to it with a little gold. This one is also a magnetic, so let's get our magnet. Ooh, so the red gold kind of shimmer is our magnet. So it has this beautiful grayish kind of base. Oh, and I'm stuck. Y'all, her mixing balls are strong. I was stuck to that. Yes. Again, very ethereal. This kind of reminds me of some of the like cotton candy clouds you get right at sunset. There's a name for that and I can't think of it right now, but very pretty, very shimmery. So that is all 6 polishes from the Night Remembers collection. Again, all of this comes out January 16th. I don't know what time your launch is, Cassie. I know a lot of brands have like we always do at 11 a.m. Eastern or 9 p.m. Central or whatever, but I'm not sure what time your launch is. But I know it's January 16th. You can buy the full 6-piece set for $72. And again, that comes with the sticker. Or $13.50 each, and you can buy the sticker separate for $3. Jen says, love this shade in regards to Velpicula, and even more now that it's a magnetic. Loud says, big secret. Ooh, y'all. Okay, big secret. These are live right now. So if you are already eyeballing these, you're already making your shopping list, you are ready for Friday, you don't have to wait. You can go grab them right now, or you can wait until the live is over so you can see them all live swatched, because we will be doing live swatches as we always do, including the magnetics, which I will show the magnetics on a bar magnet as well as velvet, so if you want to see it both of those ways too. So I personally would stay tuned, but if you're going to go shop, go shop. Also, if you would like to, you can use my code Simply Nailing It. It is spelled just like my handle here above if you want to screenshot it. It is SEMP, Simple with an E. That's my maiden name. So Simply Nailing It. It's the full handle. You'll get 10% off of your full purchase. And it is affiliate code, so I do earn a little bit of a commission. If that makes you uncomfortable anyway, you do not have to use it, but it is there if you want to save a little bit of money. So, let's see. Melissa said, what? Laura said, ooh. Sorry, she's Midwestern. She said, oh. Amber said, ooh, it's live, girl, you crazy. Cassie, I did early access for my top customers via email, but it had to be live to send. There are no swatches yet, just product pics and descriptions. She says, do that, use the code. Again, that's up to you. If y'all want to save some money, that's great. There are other codes out there too. But you know, some people don't like other people to earn commissions and whatnot, and that's your choice. I'm just putting it out there that you can use my code if you want to use my code. Okay, so that being said, that was our full The Night Remembers collection. Now we're going to go into our Vday Duo, which is mine always. Again, it has the super duper cute candy box sticker. I love this sticker. Because if it makes you uncomfy, don't buy from me. We support each other over here. I feel that. I do. I always put that little disclaimer out there, you know? If you don't want to use it, don't use it. Like, it's your choice. Okay, the first one we have is And Everything. This is a super pretty pink cream. It is an iconic Valentine's Day pink. I have full descriptions. I have information about all the sets for when we actually get into the swatching portion of this, but the unboxing is just kind of a little fun extra that I do, so we don't get too serious in that part. Yes, I did just chuck that bag on the floor. Either Maple will eat it in a little bit or I'll clean it up later, but for now she lives over there. And then the next one we have is Swain's, and this is a peachy cream. Look how cute these are together. They are iconic conversation heart colors, so like the sticker makes complete sense here. Super duper cute. This duo is $25. You get the sticker with the duo, or you can buy it separate again for $3, or you can purchase these for $13.50 each. So that is the Valentine's Duo. That is all 8 polishes I was gonna say unboxed, but they weren't in a box. They're in a bag. Unbagged. They are open and shown off. Ooh, and she says the Duo is UV reactive. I don't know if I can get that to show up on the front camera, but we will. Yeah, she's not great on the front camera with all the lights on. But if somebody reminds me, which if y'all were in my live last night, Jen and Laura, somebody reminds me at the end, even if I'm trying to sign off, if you remind me, I will show these under the UV at the very end of the video when I can turn some lights off. But you have to remind me because I will not remember. I promise you, I will not remember. That being said, I'm going to get down here really quick. I really don't even have to move that much, but I have my box of swatch wheels and swatch sticks down here. So I'm going to grab some more swatch sticks. And if we have 4 magnetics, I'm going to probably want another Glamour Gear as well. So let me get that off of my wall back here. We're going to need a whole lot of stampers. All right, cool. Jen says, I forgot by the end of the live last night. You did. Was it Carolina who reminded me? I think it was Colors to Carol herself who reminded me to do it. And I did do it. So again, if somebody reminds me, I'm like looking around like, do I have a Post-it I can write it on? And I currently don't have any Post-its near me. Otherwise, I would stick a Post-it to my phone. So when I went to turn it off, it would remind me. But I don't know. Laura said, I'm sorry. I wasn't there. I had to go work on spelling words. That's okay. That's okay. Jen says it was Carolina. Okay, so if somebody reminds me to show them UV, I will do it. But please don't get mad at me if I forget, because the ADD is very strong here. So, all right. All that being said, we're going to get flipped around and get into swatching of these gorgeous polishes. I'm also going to turn on my filter before I forget. Speaking of that, I'm going to have to go through and rewatch my live last night because someone asked me about my filter and I told them I would send them a link to it and I forgot who it was. So, gonna have to redo that. Again, guys, the brain, it no worky. So if you need something from me, please send me a DM. Please comment somewhere. Let me know what you need. Remind me, yell at me. I have no problems with that. My husband is super great about keeping me on task. We'll be at the store and I'll get the one thing I need and I get distracted and he'll remind me of the next thing. He calls it next item up and he literally keeps me on task. So I have no qualms with y'all doing that to me too. Just, I need that. Sometimes I just need, not even sometimes, I need the help. So if you guys remember something I said, or you have a question or anything, just, pop it in the comments here, send me a DM, whatever we need to do, so that way I can get you what you need to have. All right, that being said, I'm gonna flip you around. We're gonna get these swatches. All right, flipped, scooching you down, zooming you in a little bit so Instagram will focus. Here is tonight's info form. This is everything I'm going to show you tonight. So you have the Night Remembers collection, which is a 6-piece set. It's $13.50 each or $72 for the set, and you get the awesome sticker, this baby, with the set, or you can buy it for $3 on its own. Then you have the Mine Always Valentines Day Duo. It's a 2-piece duo, $13.50 each or $25 for the duo, which also includes a super adorable sticker. Or you can buy that for $3 separate. And then, of course, if you want to use my code, Simply Nailing It, for 10% off, I do earn a commission. Everything's available at loudbabbs.com. And since you guys are watching the live right now, you get to know super in advance that you can go buy them right now. All right, cool. If anybody wants to screenshot that, there is your info for this evening. And then we're going to get into these. Awesome sauce. Also, let me show you these really quick because Cassie works really hard on these and they're super cute. So this is the insert you're going to get in your package. It has all of the constellations that represent all the polishes tonight. It's the Night Remembers. And then the other side, as we read earlier, says forgotten myths linger in the dark ether. Watch them shift in the light. And again, it has all the constellations, but it actually has them labeled as who is who. So a little bit of a learning experience there too, y'all. Love it. Okay. Zooming you back in a little bit. We are going to do magnetics first because we can do all the glamour gears and everything at the same time and move stuff around and see what happens. Melissa P said, love the blog in this collection. I probably should have checked the blog out. I love all the emails they get, y'all. I don't know. I love Cassie's emails. They make me crack up every day. Every time she sends them, I definitely enjoy looking at her emails. So, okay. My brain's just trying to figure out how we're going to do this because doing that many magnets at once is breaking my brain. All right. I do have my glamour gears here, which allow me to do bar magnets and velvet at the same time. So I'm going to attempt to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, you know what? Okay, so I'm going to put this one way up at the top. We're going to use this one to do velvets on 2 that I'm going to do here. And then we're going to do, it's going to make sense. I promise. I promise. For my brain, it makes sense. Hello, Medley Danny. I'm sure I butchered that. I apologize. Cassie said I had to draw Iriditis. There wasn't an existing depiction of the river without a bunch of other stuff on it. For the non-Babbs, I try to send 3 emails a week. Yes, and her emails are so fun, y'all. I know we all sign up and we subscribe to stuff and we're like, hold on, I'm gonna flip you around. I hate staring at a screen. I know that we all sign up for, oh, it's Danny, you've met her. Hi, Danny. Yes, we all sign up for emails. We're like, ooh, we get a discount code if we sign up. And then you just either unsubscribe or you delete them or you ignore them. But Loud's emails are actually fun. They're very cute. And I personally read every single one of them. So if you want a little bit of whimsy and fun to your day when they come in, I highly recommend subscribing to her emails. So, okay, flipping you back around. getting into this. I think my brain has figured out how we are going to actually do this. So we're going to do all 4 magnetics first, and then we'll get into the non-magnetic options. And like I said, I think I can potentially do them this way. We're going to see. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit here so you can see this full guy. You won't really see the velvets happening up here as much physically as they're happening, but I will pull them off and show you. But this way you see the gear and you know that I am in fact doing velvet. You don't think I'm the wizard pulling something off to the side. I don't know, y'all. First one we're going to do, because it is the first on the collection here, is Medusa. Although, you know what? It's all right. We're going to do this again really quick. Laura said I need to go to subscribe. Yes, Laura, you will love her emails. Really quick, I just want to read you the little like descriptions for these collections, because again, if you know Loud, if you know Cassie, she puts a lot of time and effort in these, and they're so fun. This also kind of gives you a little taste in the emails. So The Night Remembers is inspired by constellations shaped by what came after. Monsters sent as punishment, power reclaimed, stories that didn't get happy endings but didn't disappear either. These shades live in that space, the aftermath, the record, the things the sky keeps when everything else moves on. So, little fun tidbits. I love that. And then the Valentines Duo, the Mine Always, is... Mine Always is a Valentine's duo inspired by 2 kinds of love that deserve celebrating: romantic love and platonic love. The kind of love you build a life with, and the kind you never imagine your future without. This duo is for the partner who shows up every day and the best friend who's been yours since the beginning. Different relationships, same level of devotion. Some love stories don't compete, they coexist. Both of them are mine always. I love that. Also, I love that. I just love that. Anyways, we're going to get into this now, because I said that like 6 times already, but for real this time, we're going to get into this. Okay, back to our thing, which I just realized I don't know if I zoomed out, so y'all were real close on that flip over. All right, Medusa, our first one here, beauty that she is. Twisting into a warning by Athena herself, Medusa has a magnetic pull that shifts her scales golden lime green. She's a mossy olive green contorted with metallic flakes. With such shifting powers, the one thing that was meant to destroy her is what kept her safe. And then if we grab our magnet here, you're going to see all those flakes come through as we deepen. Beautiful. I'm very excited to see this one. I'm excited to see this one velvet, honestly, because it's just gorgeous. All right, swatch sticks, which I have now buried under my paperwork. Let's move those so I can find them. All right, we are going to do a bar magnet and a velvet swatch of this baby. Hello, Besito's cat. Did I say that right? I'm sure I ruined it, but welcome in, cat. We are showing off some new things from Loud, which are supposed to launch on Friday, but Cassie has just been sneaky and let us know that they are already live on her site. Same thing, Jess. Welcome in, Miss Jess. You're just in time. We are just starting swatches. First one I have here is Medusa, and we are going to show it on a bar magnet as well as velvetized. Here she is, really quickly unmagnetized. Y'all know I don't believe in magnetizing every polish if you don't want to. I'm going to set that down and let it set on the bar. And then we're going to do a second one for velvet here. I'm going to go through and do first coats of all 4. Then we'll circle back and look at them and do second coats. So everything has time to get nice, crisp, magnetic lines. All right, put our velvet down. Just because a magnetic says it's magnetic doesn't mean you have to magnetize it. That is the super beauty of polish. You can wear things however you want to. And actually last night we showed off a gorgeous magnetic that honestly I really like always. Like, it's stunner on its own, and then if you do a bar or a velvet I did glass bead, absolutely gorgeous. All right, next we're getting into Cetus. Cetus is described, or Cetus's information is when the ancients call for punishment, the deep is where they turn. They summon Cetus, the sea monster. This Angian blue jelly is scattered with magnetic shimmer of lime, aqua, and cyan mix. The light shifts and pulls like the sea throwing waves against solid rocks. There is no stopping it. Cetus is inevitable. Yes, Jen says, oh, the white silver. Actually, I'm wearing it right now, Jen. It's so good. Cassie says magnetics often make some epic little duochromes when unmagnetized. 100%. Here we're going to put the magnet on this one so we can see that gorgeous shift, and you can see easily all three of those colors in there. I love the purple at the very edges. Again, nailed the inspo here. It definitely gives me deep dark water vibes. Beautiful. All right, let's get one coat on our bar magnet here. Excuse me. I've been really bad about only half opening the bottles lately, and then I struggle to open it one-handed. All right, again, very quickly unmagnetized. Beauty. Pop her down on our bar magnet. And then grabbing another swatch stick, and I'm going to pop it over here on this side to get the velvet. Just says bioluminescence. Ooh, yes, that glow against the dark. You're right. That's a good description. All right, here's our velvet swatch. Gonna pop that down in our velvet zone. Stay, maybe. All right. Laura says, that's gorgeous. Hi, Tiana. Welcome, welcome, isn't it? You can see that beautiful line showing already there. Obviously, second coats are going to make it come through way more, but it's already glowing on that first coat. Our next magnetic on the list is... I should have... My brain should have labeled these before I got into them. I think it's going to be Corvus. Yes. So our next one is Corvus. Corvus, the ever-seeing eye of Apollo's raven, is upon us all. But this creature is like no other. The smoky black base is sheer, and like a raven, its feathers shift in flight, showing us the violet, blue, and green dawns. Corvus is the unlimited observer. This one, honestly, y'all, is absolutely gorgeous in the bottle, unmagnetized. But here she is with our bar magnet. Cassie says, love this one. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. I called it a galaxy in a bottle earlier, but I definitely get the raven vibes here, the way those color shifts. Tiana, what brand are we doing tonight? We are doing a Loud Babbs tonight. I have two collections here. I have the Night Remembers, which is inspired by constellations. And then I have a Valentines Duo as well, which is called Mine Always. So you are just coming in a teeny tiny bit late. I've done two swatches. Well, I've unboxed everything, obviously. But I've done two magnetics. This is the third magnetic. We've only done single swatches. So you really haven't missed anything yet. Tiana says, ooh, I've never tried this brand. Oh, you are in for a treat. Cassie makes gorgeous, unique things. Everything I'm showing you tonight is set to release on Friday, but she has been sneaky and released it early, so they're all available on the site right now. And then if you want to use my code Simply Nailing It, which is spelled exactly like my handle here, you can get 10% off. That is an affiliate code, so I do earn a commission. You do not have to use my code if you don't wish to. All right, let's get our first coat of Corvus on here. Now, she did say that it is a sheer base, so I'm going to show it quickly unmagnetized, mostly just because I've not done the magnet on that side of the bar before, so I got to learn how to balance it there. This part's new to me. I usually use a stamper to stick it to, but because I'm trying to, because I was trying to show y'all the velvet at the same time up there, but you can't really see the cog, so I think I'm going to do a slight maneuvering really quick. I'm going to steal this, and I'm going to use a stamper instead. It's just sticky and it helps it stay there. And then I'm going to do the velvets just off to the left of the camera, but trust me, I'm doing them. I will also show it to you before I touch it down on the magnet. But this way, I just think things are going to stick better having my stamps there. Which is how I'm used to doing it, y'all. Okay. I promise I am doing the velvet. Okay, speaking of that, let's do our... Cassie says, it's me. Hi. She is the owner of Loud Babbs, and she's who we're showing off tonight. All right, so here we go again. I'm doing another singular coat one so I can set it down in our velvet. Y'all, those flakies are gorgeous. Okay, I don't want to play with it too much. Velvets need, or magnetics need their magnets. Sometimes you have some playtime. Sometimes you got to do it quickly. So I'm gonna get that one again. It's just off to the side of the camera, but I promise it's doing its thing. And then the last gorgeous magnetic in this collection is Vulpecula. It is a Sly Fox Slippery, Clever, Dangerous. With a taupe base and hollow flakes spread throughout, watch its speed as magnetic shimmer shifts from copper to pink to green. So we have hollow in this one, which I don't think I put a flash on it earlier because I didn't realize that. So here it is with flash before we grab the bar magnet. So there's little hollow sparkles in there. And then we put our magnet on this one. We got a ball. I felt it stick there. So that beautiful line. It has the golden red kind of shimmer to it. And then again, I'll put the flash on it even though the magnetic line didn't stick too well. Air bubbles and mixing balls always get in the way. Beautiful. All right, let's do our swatch stick. Ooh, that one was tight. All right. She's open now though. We're going to grab a swatch stick and we're going to do a bar of this one. All right, again, very quickly unmagnetized. Gorgeous. And then I'm going to pop that down there. Stay. Ooh, did y'all see that line instantly? Oh, beautiful. And I'm going to do the second swatch here to show it. Velvet. Again, I'm just going to take that one and set it off camera in the Glamour Gear, which decided to shoot across the desk and stick to another magnet. That was fun. Cool. All right. So that was all of the first coats are magnetics. I'm going to pull them up now and we will show them off and then do our second coats. So again, we are starting with Medusa. So first coat of Medusa here. This one is a magnetic that shifts golden lime green. It is a mossy olive green base. And then we have flakies in here as well. So here's our first coat with the bar magnet. I do think I might have waited just a tiny bit too long to set this one down. The line should be right here. It's not super strong. I know the second coat will do better anyways. You can see those beautiful flakes in there though. Opacity, we definitely need a second coat anyways. But I love this mossy olivey green here. Very pretty. Let me grab the velvet and then we'll go ahead and do our second coats on those before moving to the next one. So here's the velvet, which yeah, I got this one down a lot quicker. So you can see that all that magnetic kind of pulled to the center. Velvet always shows better on the second coat as well, but you can see that there's more magnetic pigment in the middle of this one. Again, opacity, we want a second coat. Velvet tends to be more opaque anyways because of all the magnetic pigment being pulled to the middle. Let's do second coats of that one. So again, this one is Medusa. My heat just kicked on, which you would think wouldn't be a problem, but it's coming out a little bit cool here, excuse me, in the beginning. So I'm hoping it doesn't set any of our magnetics too quickly on me. I'm going to show it once more very quickly unmagnetized because it is beautiful. And then I'm going to get her popped down there so she can do her thing. Excuse me, there you go. You can see, oop, and I touched it. Welcome to my lives. Well, now we're definitely official. There's nail polish on me, but I touched it. That's what happens. That's a me problem, not a polish problem. All right, let's go into our second coat for our velvet swatch. I do really love the flakies in here. I'm not sure how much they're coming up on camera, but in real life, they are definitely popping. Set that one down in the velvet. Ooh, I just watched that one like instantly pull the metal. Yes, Cassie's laughing at me. I will stick my hands in everything. Last night I did 3 live like nail swatches. Like I did my index, my middle, and my thumb, which I've done one before, and I was like, a few days ago, I was like, oh, what if I just did only on my natural nails? And then I remembered that I stick my hand in things, and then that's just asking for disaster. Somehow we got through last night without messing any of them up, but it was a miracle for sure. I don't think I could do that again if I tried. All right, Cetus, that was our second one. So again, its description is An Andean blue jelly scattered with magnetic shimmer of lime, aqua, and cyan. So again, I'm going to show it with that beautiful pull. So pretty. And our first coats with a bar here. Cassie says, as though there isn't polish on every item of clothing I have in my hands 90% of the time. I feel that. I have learned my lesson. I only wear my own clothing when I swatch because the few times I've worn Kevin's shirts, I have dropped a brush on them or spilled acetone or whatever and ruined them. So now I only wear my own clothing so I don't mess up his stuff. All right, this is our first coat of Cetus with a bar magnet. Y'all, this is such a pretty aqua blue color. I love the jelly feel of it. Again, opacity, we're going to want a second coat, but it's not bad, especially being a jelly base. So pop her back down. Here's the velvet version of it. Again, only one coat, so we're going to do a second one. Absolutely beautiful. Danny said, I need this one. It's gorgeous, and I'm sure Cassie's gonna hook you up. I love this velvet. I love all that gathered there in the middle. Cassie said, well, you can have it on Saturday. See, she's got you. Amber says mermaid vibes. Yes, very much so. And honestly, with that green, do y'all see those paired together? Like, that's so pretty together. Gives you like dark mermaid with the Medusa. Cassie said, of course I am. All right. Oop, see, I bump things. It's what I do. All right, you stay. Let's do our second coat of Cetus on our swatch sticks. I almost said swatch wheels, but these are in fact not wheels. I guess this is a wheel, right? It's a gear. Who knows, y'all? My brain. All right, second coat of Cetus going on here. Yes. Ooh, look at that color, y'all. So juicy. Again, second coats always make everything better. Look at that. She's beautiful. Ugh, look at that line. So pretty. All right, let's do our second coat for velvet here. Hi, Mia. Oh, I probably shortened your handle way too fast there. I apologize. It's Mia Jaloid Jones. Oh, I butchered that. I apologize. Please let me know how to pronounce your name or whatever you want me to call you in the comments. I hate mispronouncing y'all's name. It's bad enough I mispronounce Polish names all the time, but I would love to get your names correctly. All right, again, popping this down in that velvet zone. So that is second coats of Cetus. We will go back through and show them. Just Mia. Okay, good. Thanks, Cassie. We will go through and obviously we'll look closer at the second coats after they set, and I'll give y'all label shots. Magnetics are just a lot easier if we can get them all setting so we're not wasting time. Also, if you've been in one of my lives before, I am extremely impatient, so I hate waiting for polish dry, and this way we can just do a round and then go back. Cassie says she's in Australia, so far away. Ooh, very cool. All right, next is Corvus, which again, Corvus is a smoky black base sheer, and it's shifts violet, blue, green. And we also have flakies in here. So obviously we're gorgeous unmagnetized. We're gonna throw that magnet on there too. And you can see the beautiful shift. You get all the colors there very easily. You see the violet, the blue, and the green. So pretty. Again, this one is a sheer smoky base, so we are not meant to be opaque fully on this one. All right, second coat going on. Oh, we got a big flaky there. All right, again, unmagnetized. Beautiful rainbowy, shifty, flaky bomb there. All right. And then the velvet I have just off screen, so I'm going to grab it and do its second coat as well. Ooh, I just realized I didn't even show these in one coat. So sorry, y'all. Here is our first coat of it, velvet. I got too excited to do the second coats. Okay, first coat of velvet. You can kind of see that magnetic pull in the middle, but not a ton. Again, velvet usually shows better on the second coat. And the bar one, you can see the magnet now on the second coat. I'm so sorry, y'all. So sorry. You're really here for the second coats anyways, right? All right, let's do our second coat for the velvet here. My bad, y'all. All right, again, very quickly unmagnetized, gorgeous, but still sheer. Set that one off on its own glamour gear. Laura says, sheer, smoky base sounds like topper capabilities. Yes, I definitely think this one could be toppered. I think, honestly, if you wanted it opaque, I think a third coat would get you there. And if you use a magnetic top coat, then, you know, you could easier do 3 coats and still get that magnetic pull without having to magnetize every line. So we can play around with it a little bit more that way. And then, let's see, Cassie said, I played with it being opaque and it really didn't shift the way I wanted it to. Fair enough. Fair enough. I get that. All right. So then our last magnetic was Vulpicula. It is a, dude, see, I just hit my hand on that. I told you I hit my hands on stuff all the time. This one is a taupe base with hollow flakies spread throughout. It has a magnetic shimmer that shifts from copper to pink to green. Honestly, this one is so gorgeous. Unmagnetized too. That beautiful shift in there. And then there she is with the bar magnet, which the air bubble said nope instantly on. Okay, if I don't move, you can see it. But what I'm really trying to do is get the flashlight out so you can see the hollow in there as well. Beautiful. Okay, I will show first coats now. Here is your first coat of Vulpicula. You have that beautiful line there in the middle, and then you get the little hollow speckles already. Again, opacity wise, we're okay in 1. I think 2 is going to do it for us. You have that beautiful line in there. I will grab the flash to show off the hollow that's in this first coat. You get the little hollow twinkles in there. She's beautiful. And then I'm going to grab the velvet, and then we'll do the second coat. So I'm going to do this one proper this time. So again, here's our first coat of Vulpicula. Vulpecula? I think it's Pecula. It's an E, not an I. Sorry, y'all. Velvet. Again, velvet really shows better on the second coat. You can see it pulled there in the middle. And then with the flash, so you get those hollow sparkles. Okay, let's do second coats so these babies can really shine. Again, this one is Vulpecula. Cassie said peck. Yes. Now I'm just going to think about the raven from Corvus, because he pecks like a bird pecks. Yeah, I'll just equate it that way, right? Okay. Second coat of Vulpecula going on. Here we go. Again, unmagnetized really quick. Oh, y'all, it's so pretty. Okay, I don't want to play with it too long, but it is gorgeous unmagnetized. Oh, can we sit flat? There we go. Ooh, look at that line. Do you see her there already? All right, and then we're going to do our second coat for the velvet swatch. Again, unmagnetized, gorgeous. I'm gonna put that one in its velvet zone. All right, so that is our second coats of Vulpecula, which we're gonna let chill. And now we're gonna go back and look at second coats of everything and give y'all label shots. So again, starting with Medusa, which was our mossy olive green with golden lime green metallic magnetic shifts, and then we have metallic flakes in here as well. So here's our first coat with a bar magnet. I love this color. Again, opacity is way better on the second coat. I am personally very happy with that. If you have a strong visible nail line or very long nails or use clear extensions, you may want a blurring base coat. But I personally am happy in 2 coats. I love the little flakies that just pop in there. 100% nails the Medusa vibes. I see the vision here. Love it. And then velvet in 2 coats. Yes. I love that the like flakes really come through against this one, all that magnetic pull in the middle. Again, opacity, no problems with a velvet just because it pulls all the magnetic pigment to the front. Absolutely beautiful. If you're a Prugley fan, this one's for you. I say that with love because I love Prugleys. All right, so label shot for Medusa. Ooh, can we do this? We're gonna try setting here. Nope, I gotta zoom you out just a little bit. We'll zoom out and back in, I promise. All right, here's your label shots. You've got 2 coats of Medusa. You've got your bar magnet on top and your velvet on bottom. I'm trying not to stick them together. Cassie says fall is going to be all Prugley. Yes, I'm so excited for that. Laura says, love this one. Me too. You know I love green. I'm going to set this back on here just so that my swatches can be nice and set. I'm going to zoom back in. I'm going to go into our second coat. Laura says, love this one. If I didn't already read that, sorry, Laura, my brain. I think I read it and then I was like, did I actually read it? So I don't know. All right, now we're going to look at our second coats of Cetus. This one is a Aegean blue jelly scattered with magnetic shimmer of lime, aqua, and cyan. So here is our second coat in our bar magnet. Opacity, I think it's totally good in 2, especially because it is a jelly style base. It's beautiful. I love the glow on this one. It's so shifty. It just seems to glow. Jess called it bioluminescence earlier, and I totally get that vibe from this. It's just like the glowing from the depth of the water. Absolutely beautiful. And then our velvet swatch in 2 coats here. Yes, look at the glow of that. Cassie says it's almost giving Northern Lights. Yes. I also just had like a ghostly, eerie vibe. Like I'm kind of picturing like a dark forest on this, or maybe some spooky creatures in front of the velvet here. So you get all that glow behind it and then like black dark silhouettes. This is beautiful. Laura said, I love this one too. Me too. Tiana, did you say these are for sale now? Yes. So these were not supposed to drop until Friday, but Cassie put them up early. So this full collection is online on loudbabbs.com already. It is a 6-piece collection. I know you didn't see us unbox it, Tiana, but it's 6 pieces, 4 magnetics, and then 2 hollow polishes for $72. It comes with a super cool sticker. Where did I set it? Let me zoom you out real quick. We'll do a label shot, but it comes with a super amazing loud sticker. It's very hollow. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to turn it sideways so we can get it in screen. Comes with a sticker if you buy the full set. Otherwise, they're $13.50 individually, and you can buy this sticker for $3 on its own. Also, since we're zoomed out, I can do a label shot. Look at that. Perfect timing. All right. Cassie says you'll have to search the Night Remembers or Stellar to get them to come up. Okay, because it's kind of super secret that they're up already, y'all. And again, Tiana, if you want to use my code, it's simply Nailing It, spelled exactly like my handle up here, for 10% off. I do earn a small commission, so you don't have to use it, but it will save you 10% on your purchases. So here is your screenshots of Cetus. You've got bar magnet on top, velvet on bottom. Cassie says, and search V26 if you're looking for the creams that I haven't shown yet. Yes, if you want the Mine Always Valentines Duo, that one is also on the site already, but again, they're kind of sneaky on the site, so you'll have to search V26, V as in Valentines, to get it to come up. There is your second coats of Cetus. Does anybody else's brain do like weird rhyming things? I keep wanting to say like Cetus Lepidus. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But I had to get it out of my mouth. I had to get it out of my brain. My mouth needed to say it to just get it out. I don't know. Cassie said, I'll be right back. Kid issues. No worries. We will be here. Tiana said, I got you, babe. Well, thank you. Also, it saves you some money. So, like, it's always good to use a code. Okay, now we're going to go back and look at our Corvus second swatches. This one, again, is a smoky black sheer base that has shifting magnetic from violet, blue, and green. And then we have those beautiful flakies in there. So here we go. Here is our second coat. Ooh, I just realized I'm way zoomed out. All right, here's our second coat with our bar magnet, and you can see that glow even though we are just like essentially magnetic flakies here. Laura says, yes, Xenon, that's what it's from. Y'all, I swear, randomly weird things from my childhood are stuck in my head. So many things from movies, but I can't place them. Like, I always say good morning, starshine, the earth says hello. And it wasn't until I was watching a YouTuber the other day who had Charlie and the Chocolate Factory on in the background that she was, well, I guess technically it's Willy Wonka because this is Johnny Depp version. And that popped up and I'm like, that's where I know that from, but I couldn't remember it. I just say it daily and I have no idea what it's from. So yes, Zetus Lapidus is from Xenon. And I love that we have the same vibe, Danny. Like I should have known. I should have known you're Cassie's bestie. So I should have known that we had the same thoughts there. But yeah, it was in my head, so I'm glad that I said it out and then I'm not alone here. All right, so here is our Corvus. Again, it is a flaky style topper. Ooh, also y'all, can we just look at it over the silver? Like, is that not gorgeous? Also, this is already a magnetic, so can you imagine a magnetic on a magnetic? Ugh. Okay, I may have to try this now because it's gorgeous. You can see that magnetic line. It is shifting, and then you still get all the shiftiness of the flakies too. Beautiful. And then let's grab our velvet from off to the side. Melissa B said the good morning quote is from a song. Okay, so then I remember it from the movie, I'm sure. But I'm sure it's in the movie from the song. Here it is, velvet. It's beautiful. Again, you get all those gorgeous flakies, but then you get that shift that just pulls to the middle. So it's like kind of deep, dark flakies, and then bam, you get those colors. We have the violet, the blue, and the green there. And again, you know what? 2 coats in a velvet stage is not horrible, like for opacity wise, but it's so pretty over that silver white base that I have going. Absolutely beautiful. I'm very excited to see this on a natural nail. I do not have any naked nails. Y'all, I didn't lose any peelies working in the basement tonight, cleaning controllers and stuff, although I did a lot more soldering than I did cleaning tonight. So maybe that's why. But I didn't pop any peelies, so we don't have any naked nails to show it on. But isn't it gorgeous? Oh, beautiful. Okay, let me zoom you out. We'll do some label shots. Laura said, I was just experimenting with layering magnetics today, and it's interesting. I'm very intrigued by this layered over other magnetics because it's so pretty. All right, here is our label shot of Corvus. I'm trying to get it straight up and down for y'all. Oh, this one's harder because she's sheer. So you have the bar magnet on top and the velvet on bottom, and it's, yeah, she's not easy to show because we are that flaky sheerness. Well, this is, I think the name of the song is Age of Aquarius, which is kind of on theme. Ooh, I have heard of that before, and it is on theme. I love that my crazy mind links all this stuff on its own. Okay, well, I shouldn't say on its own because I definitely had no idea, but magically it happened, so it had to be planned, right? We're just gonna pretend it planned. All right, so that was our 2 coats of Corvus. And then we have one more gorgeous magnetic to show. And Kevin just started cooking dinner, y'all. I can smell it. It's so good. It's making me so hungry. But we're going to ignore it right now. We're going to ignore it. Okay. Here is, we didn't do bottle. I'm confused. What are we doing now? What's next? Next is Vulpecula. I keep doing it. I said I was going to remember and I still don't remember. All right. Vulpecula is our... taupe base with copper to pink to green shimmery magnetic. Melissa says yes. Yep, see, my brain did it on its own. We didn't even try. And then this has hollow in it as well. This is so pretty. Definitely opaque in 2 coats. I wish it didn't have that line on there. It's driving me nuts. I don't know if I hit it or if that's just, I really think that one is just the the swatch stick. I think maybe it was molded like that because it definitely was in the first coat too. But anyways, that beautiful magnetic shift is there. It's so glowy. And then if we grab our flash, we can show off the hollow sparkles as well. Very pretty. I know there is a type of cloud that is like gray with a pinky glow to it. And that's what I keep thinking of, but I can't think of the name of it. I know it's there. I'd like to say it'll come to me, but it probably won't. All right, here she is in 2 coats of velvet. So you get all that beautiful shimmer there in the middle, which this one is a copper pink to green. And I think you really get the green at the edge of this better in the velvet because it's more concentrated. Again, opacity is perfect in 2, and it's really pretty. Gorgeous. Let's do our flash to show off the hollow. Ooh, look at how sparkly. Yes, right there. Look at how shimmery and sparkly that magnetic gets. And then you have the hollow sparkles. Man, I hope we have sunshine in the next couple days because this is going to be gorgeous in the sun. Love, love, love this one. Let's get a screenshot for y'all. I'm going to zoom you out. I feel like I never zoomed back in. Apologies. Okay, can I hold things? If I don't stick them together. All right. Okay, I think I'm zoomed out too far. Instagram doesn't like to focus if we're not zoomed in a little bit. Okay, here is Vulpecula. You've got your bar magnet on top and your velvet on bottom. It's very interesting to me that they look like they're 2 different shades, but I guess it's because of the way the magnetic pulled, because we did 2 coats of each of these. Gorgeous. Yeah, I feel like this one looks a little bit darker than this one, but it must just be because of the way the magnetic pulled in there. Super fun, interesting thing. All right, so with all that, I'm going to get this out of the way. That was all of our magnetics from the Night Remembers collection. Oh, I bumped y'all. I'm so sorry. So sorry. I apologize if I made anybody a little bit nauseous there. That's not my intention. I'm just going to get these out of the way, and we will get in on our non-magnetics from this collection. All right, we have 2 more polishes to show from the collection. Again, for anyone who popped in, this is the info sheet for everything I'm showing you tonight. So if you want to screenshot that, also these are supposed to launch on Friday, but they have launched early. So if you're seeing this and you want to go grab them, just head over to the site. Like I said, Cassie said to search V26 if you want to find the Valentines Duo or the Night Remembers, or the word Stellar to find the Night Remembers collection, because they're kind of sneaky early access availability. Or sign up for the emails, because when she does let some super sneaky stuff happen, the emails will also usually find out about it. So, Cassie says, I'm back, boy oh boy, preteens. Yes, I don't envy you. But I'm glad that it was handled and fairly easily. You weren't gone that long. We are getting ready to switch to the non-magnetics of our Night Remembers collection. We are starting a new swatch wheel tonight, y'all. We finished our last one. So next in the collection is Lyra. This beautiful hollow. Lyra is the beauty. Okay, this, y'all, I read these so weird. All right, reading it as Cassie wrote it. The beauty of the Lyra is enough to sway the hearts of gods, but it cannot fix the folly of man. Lyra presents a purple holographic base layered with shimmer and reflective glitter. Orpheus plays his lyre to show you a dimensional shade, building from a soft pastel into a luminous light. Jen says, oh my goodness, I had to leave for an emergency call before you even finished first coats of the second magnetic. Oh no. You know what, Jen, I noticed that you were quiet, but I just thought you were being quiet. I'm so sorry. I will go back and show them off again at the end if you want me to, or you can watch the replay, but I will show them again to you, Jen. I'll do it for you. Cassie said, woo. Jess said, wait till the teens. Okay, so this one obviously has hollow in it, so I'm going to grab our flash to show off the hollow. Y'all, she is so sparkly. So pretty. Okay, let's get this on here. Jen says, no worries, I'll catch the replay. Okay, again though, I can go over them again, Jen. I don't mind doing it. Because I only have 4 more to show you, and then I can totally go back and show it. And then it's a good recap for everybody else. So, alright, first coat of, I keep calling it Lyra, but now I think it's Lyra. It's probably Lyra, like lye soap. That makes more sense, doesn't it? Alright, so we are a beautiful purple here, and it is reflective as well. Ooh, y'all, do you see that linear hollow rainbow instantly? Like, that flame popped up so quickly on its own. Purple holographic base layered with shimmer and reflective glitter. It's a dimensional shade building from soft pastel into a luminous light. I'm very excited to see the second coat. We are definitely on the thinner side on the first, but we are a softer pastel purple. But you can see that hollow flame just under my arch light already. You can see the little twinkles of reflective too. And then let's grab the flash, because y'all know this is going to be stunning with the flash. Yes. Look at that flame. Look at the reflective twinkles in this. Tiana said, so glad my kiddo is an adult now, huh? Now we race our cars together and ride horses together as a family. It gets better around 17, 18 years old. Well, that is good to note. My niece just hit 16 in November. They just, she got a car last week. She doesn't have her license yet. She still has to, she has to pass her test. But the state of Illinois has a lot of things you have to complete before you can get your license, before you can take your test. So there's like so many hours of driving and night driving and da. And she's still like working on that because of how her birthday hits and lining it up with driver's ed and such. But anyways, I cannot believe she has a car, and it blows my mind that she's old enough to be driving. I can't. Okay, so that was our first coat of Lyra. Lyra is lilac. Beautiful though. Laura said, I agree. Excuse me. Older kiddos are awesome. Mine are 19 and 7. Well, your 7-year-old is pretty awesome too, Miss Laura. But I get different ages and different stages, so. All right, let's do our first coat of Iriditis. Probably still said it wrong. The story is, when gods fall, the night sky holds their secrets. Pantheon's fall is but one, and Iriditis is its keeper. A sheer blue base with shimmer, shifting reflective glitter, and hollow microflakes float throughout. Like the layers of Pantheon's story, each additive adds depth and a shift of the light. This is so sparkly. I don't even think the camera is actually doing justice to how sparkly this is. It is borderline metallic because it has so much beautiful shimmer in this. Jen says, my oldest is 22. My youngest is 5. Why did I not know you had a 22-year-old, Jen? Now I feel bad because I didn't add them in your Christmas card. I only wrote Alex in your Christmas card. Tiana says, kid still gives me gray hairs every weekend when he's doing 160 in the 8th mile. Yeah, that would give me gray hairs too. Luckily, mine just gets colored purple, or whatever color of the month we're doing. All right, so again, we are a sheer base, but then we are loaded with glitters and reflective glitters and shimmer here. Sheer blue base with shimmer, shifting reflective glitter, and hollow microflakes. I love these two together. They're so soft and gentle. Jen said, my older girls don't live at home. Okay. Tiana said he is now 26. I still didn't know you had older kids, Jen. I just knew you had Alex. Shows how much attention I pay, y'all. I'm so sorry. All right. Woo! Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay, here it is with flash, so you can see the hollow and the reflective sparkles. Kat says, my dad taught me how to drive, and he would stomp it on the imaginary brakes all the time. Oh, I feel that. I feel that so much. That was my mom. I also learned to drive on country back roads, so we'd be on curves, and she would be using the oh shit handle like there was no tomorrow, y'all. I was using the handle too. This is so pretty. Love it. All right, usually I show everything and then we go back, but I'm kind of like tempted to finish out the Night Remembers collection since I bet that first coat of Lyra is dry. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to finish the Night Remembers and then we'll go into the Valentine's Duo. So let's do our second coat of Lyra. This one again is a purple holographic base layered with shimmer and reflective glitter. Tiana still lives at home because Utah is freaking crazy on house prices and rent. Oh, I believe it. Everywhere is so expensive. But, like, I definitely believe it. All right. Second coat of Lyra. Beautiful. Definitely added more depth, and you can see even more of that beautiful hollow flame. I'm happy with that in 2 coats. I think it's beautiful. Again, strong visible nail lines, very long nails, or clear extensions. You may want a blurring base or even a third coat. Or if you're just a third coat girly like Miss Jen is, you're just going to do a third coat anyways. I am lazy and impatient, so 2 medium coats make me happy. You can see that beautiful flame, y'all. I can't get over the hollow flame in this. And then if we grab the flash, it's really going to come through. Yes. Oh, look at it right there. Look at that beautiful hollow. All the rainbow. And then you get the sparkles from the reflective glitters. So stinking pretty. We better have sun, y'all. I need sun for the next like 4 days so I can get through some swatches and show these off properly. Laura says, I don't blame him. My oldest asked if he could live at home forever. Now we're pushing it a little bit. You know, they gotta get their wings and leave the nest. But also everything, yeah, I get it. Life is so expensive. As adults who are out of the house, life is so expensive. Okay, that was our second coat of Lyra. Here is a label shot for those who like to screenshot their shopping list. Tiana, they just built affordable homes in Salt Lake City for 1,000 square feet. It's $375,000, and for 14, it's $450,000. Yep, that's a little bit pricey. I am very glad I live in a rural town in Missouri, and we purchased our house last year, and it is quite spacious. I'm very happy about that. We needed space between my office and then our shop's office in the basement, so we are very grateful. But it was a pretty penny for sure. So definitely get it. Tiana says, Laura, I totally understand that one. All right, and then let's do our second coat of Iridinus, still probably saying it wrong, y'all, which is the sheer blue base with shimmer, shifting reflective glitter, and hollow microflakes that float throughout. Danny says, Cassie, you killed it with this collection. I legit can't pick a favorite. Isn't it stunning? They're all so good, and I love how they all work together. It's beautiful. Tiana, kid wants out but can't afford it. Rent apartment, 2-bedroom here. It's $3,500. Ugh, my goodness. Okay, here is our second coat of Iridinus. Again, this one is a sheer blue base, so I don't think we're really building to full opacity, though it has so much shimmer in it that, like, it's not bad in 2. And on my shorties with almost no nail line, I think it's going to be pretty opaque in 2. Again, you could do 3 and just get a really juicy jelly vibe if you wanted to. But it's totally beautiful in 2, and it's glowy and sparkly. And if we add the flash onto it, you get all that hollow and the reflective glitters. Tiana, his mortgage will be more than ours, 4,000 square feet and 4 acres with irrigation and a barn. Oh man. Yeah, prices definitely have gone up. Actually, since we bought our house, we kind of keep an eye, well, I shouldn't say we. My aunt/realtor keeps an eye on just what's selling around us, and prices are still going up here. Y'all, this is so pretty. Tiana said, I love these colors. That purple is amazing. Yes. Oh, they're beautiful. I actually really love these two, like, spot on next to each other. Absolutely gorgeous. So those two, oh, I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm sure that makes you nauseous when I do that. I try not to, but I have low recognition. It's part of the ADD, and I just run into stuff all the time. It's part of why I'm always bruised. I walk into walls and doorknobs. I kick things. I'm a mess, pretty much. I'm just a mess here. So that is the Night Remembers collection. We have our 2 beautiful hollows here, and then I'm going to grab the bar magnet swatches for the 4 magnetics. All right, here are our 4 magnetics, 2 coats, bar magnets. So you've got Medusa, you've got Cetus, you've got Corvus, and then Vulpicula decided it needed to run away. Okay, and there's Vulpicula. So that is the bar magnets on the Magnetics Gen in 2 coats. They're stunning. That is the full The Night Remembers collection. Again, you can purchase it for $72 for the full set. It comes with that collectible sticker, or they're $13.50 individually, and the sticker is $3. And then we're going to get into the Valentine's Day Duo now, and then I will let y'all go. So we read over the Valentine's description earlier. Now we're going to get into the polishes. We're going to start off with Swain's. Swain's is a dreamsicle orange cream inspired by Best Friend Love that lasted over 20 years and counting. Orange is Danny's favorite color, and Swain's itself is an inside joke that never gets old. Back in the early days of autocorrect, awesome turned into Swain's. She screenshotted it, she posted it, she still resurfaces it every few years just to keep me humble. The shade is warm, playful, and familiar, like the kind of friendship where embarrassing moments become traditions. I love that. This is such a beautiful peachy, orangey color. I think it matches a conversation heart perfectly. Again, this is that sticker. I'm going to show it to y'all a little bit closer now. Isn't this so cute? You have Swain's, and then and everything is the second polish. So you have the polish names. We have our Babbs logo and Stay Loud. And then, of course, it says Loud Babbs Candy Co. made with love in St. Louis. I love this. It is very much, you can see, I think you can see the texture a little bit. It is a thicker textured sticker, so it should withstand to the elements outside. Absolutely adorable. Again, this comes with the Duo. The Duo will be $25 with a sticker included, or $3 with a sticker on its own, and $13.50 for the polishes a piece. Danny says Swain's. Yes, this one's for you, Danny. Here's our first coat of Swain's, which are UV reactive. So see, I didn't forget that that's a thing. I may still forget to show that that's a thing. So again, someone give me a nudge nudge. So I show them. It is on the slightly thinner side on the first coat, but I don't doubt the second coat's going to bump it up. Usually Cassie's creams are pretty good in 2 coats. Hi, Chris. I am showing off 2 new things coming from Loud. Technically, they come out on Friday, but they are already on the website. Cassie made them early purchasables. We have the Night Remembers, which is a gorgeous constellation inspired collection. And then right now I'm showing off the Valentine's Duo, Mine Always. Our second part of that duo is And Everything. This is a creamy strawberry milk pink inspired by the small, constant ways love shows up in everyday life. Justin, who is Cassie's partner, says and everything about every 6 sentences. He can also drink an alarming amount of strawberry milk in a single day. The shade is soft, steady, and comforting. The kind of pink that goes with everything, just like the phrase itself. It's quiet love, routine love, the kind that doesn't need a big moment to be real. I love that. And now I'm going to have to remember that Justin drinks strawberry milk, because we at brunch the other day mentioned that, like, him and my husband Kevin are very similar, and Kevin also loves strawberry milk. So Danny says, Cassie and I never pass up a chance to bring up old embarrassing inside jokes. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. I love that, especially when you have a 20-year friendship. 100%. That's not a friendship. That is a relationship. That is a sistership. I love that. That is family. All right, here is our first coat of our beautiful And Everything, our strawberry milk pink. Jen says, I'll have to catch a replay, getting another call. Bye. Bye, Jen. I'm glad you got to pop in. Hopefully everything is okay. Nothing too serious going on. Message me if you need to chat later. So this is our first coat of And Everything. Again, slightly on the sheerer side, but I think the second coat will bump it up. No problems. Lovely. These pair so well together. All right. Going to our second coat of Swain's. Again, this is our I lost it, orange cream our dreamsicle orange cream shade. Chris says strawberry milk just soothes something in the soul. I totally get that. I personally, I don't drink it that much. I just don't drink a lot of milk. Like that's more so what it is. I just don't drink a lot of milk. But I definitely get the craving and understand the love of things like that. Here is our second coat of Swains. Yes, we are much more opaque on 2. I do still feel like, excuse me, y'all, if you had, so Chris says, is it all creams? The Valentine's Duo is creams. The Night Remembers had 2 hollows in it, which are here. And then we had 4 gorgeous, gorgeous magnetics that I have on individual swatch sticks off to the side. But the Duo for Valentine's Day is the creams. Then it comes with a super cool sticker. But again, on the orange Dreamsicle cream Swains here, if you had a very strong visible nail line, you might want a 3rd coat or a blurring base. For me and my nubs, I think 2 will be fine. It's very pretty. I also love how shiny these are drying on their own. They're beautiful. Let me get you a label shot. Yes, Chris, the magnetics, well, the Night Remembers collection is absolutely stunning. The magnetics are breathtaking. And I showed them in two coats earlier with a bar magnet as well as velvet. They're so, so pretty. All right, here is 2 coats of Swains. And then let's do our second coat of And Everything, our strawberry milk pink cream. I love how contrasting these are to the Night Remembers collection. You have these like dark, beautiful, super depth to the Night Remembers, and then you have this just ray of sun and positivity for the Valentine's Duo. Beautiful. Cassie said, oh boy, it got worse and I disappeared. It's okay. It's all right, Cassie. I totally get it. We are wrapping up, so you can go do whatever you need to do. So I'm so glad I made it back in time. You did, but I totally get it. And we're gonna do the UV. I'm trying to stick it in my head, y'all, so don't forget. Hi, Nirida. We are showing off some gorgeous things coming or already available from Loud Babbs. They technically launch Friday, but Cassie has already posted them to the site. So these 2 here are her Valentine's Duo. Mine Always. If you search V26, you can find these on the site because they're kind of hidden. We just did the second coat here of And Everything, which is a beautiful strawberry milk pink cream. Absolutely gorgeous. I can see you touched the blue. Did I? Oh, actually, I probably touched, I think, yeah, I totally touched the label down there. That would be my dry erase marker. Well, technically it's a wet erase, but sometimes if my hands have any cuticle oil on them, I smear it. But yes, I touched everything. Everything's always on my hands. But yes. Oh, no, we did. You're right. I don't know. Y'all, I'm a mess. Top of the swatch. Reflect. Yeah, I did. I don't know what I hit it on, but I probably hit it on my camera stand here. But yep, that's my life. Okay, so let me get you guys a label shot of And Everything. Yeah, I don't know what I hit that on. Probably my camera. It's probably on my camera for sure. All right, here is your 2 coats of And Everything. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this. These are so fun. And again, they're very much Valentine's conversation heart colors to me. I love them. All right, so let me see if I can fit all the swatch sticks on camera here. I don't know. We're going to try so you guys can screenshot as you wish. I don't know if I can get the velvets on here. That one doesn't even want to stay. Everybody just do your thing, please. She said no. She gave up. All right. Velvets potentially coming in. Probably not because they just want to go everywhere. Trying to give y'all a proper screenshot if you want it. It's not really going so well here. It's just this guy. This guy is fighting me. All right, I'm going to hold that one. All right, so here is everything we showed tonight with your info sheet for anyone who, again, wants to screenshot it. Plus, we have those stickers, which I'll show it again. And Kai said the 2 creams are black light reactive. Yes, which I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to show that in just a second. So again, we have the Night Remembers collection, 6 polishes, $72 for the set, which comes with the sticker. I'll show that again in a second. Or you can buy the sticker separate for $3. And then you have the Mine Always Valentine's Duo, which is 2 polishes for $25 with the sticker, or $13.50 each. If you use my code code Simply Nailing It, spelled exactly like here or up here like my handle. You'll get 10% off at loudbabbs.com. I just realized we're covering that up just a little bit. I do earn a small discount. It is an affiliate code, so it's up to you if you want to use it or not, but you will save some money. That is the polishes we showed off tonight. If you want to see them live swatched again, you can catch the replay here or on my YouTube in just a little bit. Again, the sticker for the Duo is this super cute candy box here. And then the sticker for the Night Remembers collection, which I do have sideways because that's how it fits on the screen. Super fun. This is a hollow silver background. Absolutely beautiful. And then I'm going to turn off this light really quick so we can do the UV light on those creams as soon as I grab it. All right, everybody out of the pool. All right, so I just have a little tiny UV flashlight right here. Nirda says, oh yeah, Nirda, this is absolutely stunning. Again, these technically launch Friday the 16th, but if you search The Night Remembers, or I believe Stellar was the other word, you will find the Night Remembers collection, Hello Beauty and the Polish, and then if you search Vday, you'll find the Valentines Duo. Here they are with the UV light. So obviously our orange, which is Swain's, has a very bright, almost white glow to it. And then the And Everything, which is the strawberry milk pink, kind of gets more of a deep purpley glow. Super fun. And actually I have found, which we can see it here, that reflective glitters tend to pick up UV light as well. So the reflective glitters in Ironitis, I believe that's that one. Yes, those are having a glowing effect. I'm not really seeing them in Lyra though, but the ones in Ironitis glow as well, which is another just little fun touch. It gives it that bioluminescent vibe that we had from, I believe it was from Cetus earlier. Super cool, absolutely wonderful. Again, if anybody wants to screenshot this so they have that information or the code, there is that. I'm going to turn the arch light back on. Kara says that I had no idea they did that. Yes, I have seen that. I've actually seen that in quite a few reflective glitters, even glitters that you wouldn't expect that they pick up. I don't know if it's because they're reflecting or if something inside of them, but it's always really fun to see. So all right, that is everything I have to show you tonight. Gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. Like I said, these were supposed to launch on Friday, but Cassie has sneakily already put them on the website, so if you want to go purchase them now, you can. Again, that code Simply Nailing It, spelled like right handle up here. SEM for Simply. That'll save you 10%. And yeah, I think that's everything. Gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. Thank you so much, Cassie, for letting me show these off to everyone. I'm very excited. If you made it to the end, super cookies for everyone, because this was a little bit of a long one. Excuse me. If you are watching on the replay, let me know what your favorite constellation is, or your mythical god / character that you would like to see a polish represented by, because these are gorgeous, and I think Cassie really, really nailed the inspo. So maybe she'll make a part 2 to this collection if she gets enough good ideas from all of y'all. Cassie says, I want a cookie. I want a cookie too. Actually, I just want dinner, which I can smell. So I don't know if it's done yet, but Kevin has been cooking for probably about a half hour now, so it's probably almost done. But yes, so if you watch this, leave me a comment. I love chatting back with y'all, either here or over on YouTube. YouTube's a little bit easier for rewatching because you can jump around and come back and save and all that stuff. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. I'm sure I will see you again in a few days. But until then, I will see you. Cassie said I never need an excuse to use constellations for something. So see, if you guys give her some suggestions, maybe we can help her build a part 2. But all of that, I will see y'all in the next one. Bye!